Lanzarote Airport, where temperatures soar.
Don't you swear at me!
I have. I will. I swear to God, if I don't have pain, I'll have.
Welcome everyone back to another episode of Curiosities. Now, you know, there's like a lot of people, I've had a lot of jobs in my life. I can't think of one where I really felt the need to, shall we say, become violent towards my managers or supervisor or whatever in order to keep my job. Because, you know, like I have been fired before. I mean, a lot of people have been fired. I'm going to imagine, you know, you've been let go for all kinds of reasons, right? I like to think that I walked away from those jobs, or that I was let go from those jobs. I'm like, okay, well, you know, I'll just, you know, one door closes, another door opens. But in this particular case, I'm going to share a story with you that I saw on TMZ that I absolutely have to share with you. It just blew my mind. I haven't read the whole article, so I'm actually going to be reading it with you as I'm actually reading it for the first time. So it's going to be reactionary. But before I get into any of that, do me a favor. Please hit that like button. Share this video with others. If you're watching on any of my other social platforms, YouTube, X, please consider following us or subscribing. It really does help. Please make sure that if you haven't already done so, please purchase a copy of my book, The Ouroboros. It's a fantastic story. A lot of people have been giving me some excellent feedback, and it does help support this channel. So the link should be below. Get your copy today. All right, so let's get to this story by TMZ. The headline reads, Atlanta Airport Brawl. Fired female employee fights managers, staff in wild video. Now, on its face, all I know so far about this story is that she was let go by the managers, and the managers were like, okay, you need to get out of here. We're done. But apparently this employee or ex-employee wasn't ready to leave. And I'm going to show you the video to that in a second. I just want to get started at least with the article before we actually watch this video. And if you look here, there's already like just a hand-to-hand combat, man. It's like, I want my job. This is crazy. All right, let's take it out. Let's just read this first part. It said a woman recently got canned from her barista job at the airport, but she wasn't going to leave quietly. On the contrary, she went kicking and screaming, fighting everybody. So let's get right into this video, then we'll talk about it on the other side. Ooh. He slung her to the ground. Sounds like she's got something that she wants back. Call the police. Oh, shoot. She went over the counter. Whatever's back there, man, she wants it bad.
Somebody's on the phone with the police, right?
He's telling whoever somebody to call the police. This is hilarious. Oh, that's what it was. She had a bag or something that she wanted. Now she's leaving. So it wasn't like she was fighting for her job. You know, it was kind of a little misleading because I thought she wanted to keep her job and she was like fighting, but actually she had some stuff back there and she wasn't leaving without it. So, you know, who knows? Maybe she had some weed or something. The wild video shows an all-out brawl going down at the Harvest and Grounds coffee shop within the Hartsfield-Jackson Atlantic International Airport Saturday. And the lady featured as the main character here certainly wanted to scrap with her managers and the team at large. So I would imagine that she was already ticked off and she, who knows, maybe she left it back there deliberately so that she would have a reason to scuffle. I don't know. I mean, I'm speculating, or it could be genuine where she just wanted to get her stuff, man. And, you know, you're in the way and he's being like, you got to get out of here. But, you know, there's a certain, for me, it's like, you know, okay, I have some stuff. Okay, I'm leaving. Can you at least get it for me? You know, can you at least reach back there and grab my bag and I'll be on my way? That's the way I would have approached it. I wouldn't have been like, hey, you can't stop me. I got my stuff. I wouldn't have done that. I would have been more like, you know, yeah, I have my bag back there. Okay, cool. Okay, I'm leaving. Cool. But can you give me my stuff and then I'll be out of here? That's just how I would do it. How would you do it? I mean, I'm curious to know if you would react differently than this young lady. Let's see if there's any more. Let's see if there's anything else in this. Indeed, hands were thrown and bodies were flung, and it lasted a damn long while too. As for how this mayhem even got started, cops are saying it all had to do with a disagreement between this woman and a coworker who were apparently bickering about espresso shots, at least according to the police report obtained by the outlet. So you look here, she's like, she I don't know, man, she's got some talent, bro, some legs. She just sprung up there on top of that counter. I don't know if I could do that. I certainly couldn't do that. I'd be afraid to break something, you know. See if there's any more. Unclear what exactly the issue was, but this argument escalated into what you see here, with her managers getting into the mix to hold her back from attacking a person behind the counter. Unfortunately, that didn't stop her because she made a big leap to get over there. Yeah, she did. We all saw, she's just like, boom. She's just like, man, superpowers. As you can see, her boss is openly asking if folks are calling cops, and the police did indeed show up eventually, but not before a chair almost got chucked in the process. While officers arrived, the woman was long gone, and yes, she was terminated as a result. Well, I think she was terminated to begin with, and that's probably what set this whole set of events into motion. And you know, she wasn't having it, and she wasn't leaving without that. But I think, you know, for whatever it's worth, I mean, there are just people in that moment that are just hot, you know. And she probably just wanted to unleash the fury within her, and this was how she allowed it to manifest. I think it's unfortunate because, you know, it is at an airport. You would expect a little bit more decency in such a place. And obviously there were customers and people walking by that saw this whole thing unfold, and it's drama. It's unnecessary drama, unfortunately. I don't know. Let's see if there's anything else written. Can't say this with any certainty, but it sounds like somebody missed their morning show. Yeah, they had to get in there a quick little jab. But no, I don't know. To me, it's like, yeah, I've been in situations where I've had heated arguments with people and where I've worked. I know that there was this one incident, but we were in a closed office, and it was just me and this assistant manager dude, and he was trying to tell me all this crap that wasn't true, and I was just like, yeah, man, I'm not buying any of that. You just don't want to pay me more money. And that's how that argument escalated. It got really loud, and I'm not proud of that moment, but it was one of those when you're young like that. You know, I was a pretty young man at the time, and you just, man, it went from 0 to 100 in a flash, and sometimes you just can't control it, and the filter just comes off, and boom, you start, you know, wailing, and you start saying things. I didn't hit that gentleman at that time. I wasn't going to be physical. He was a lot bigger than me. He probably could have broke my neck. But yeah, there were loud words, and I was standing my ground. You know, it was one of those moments. I'm not proud of it, and I'm glad it's behind me. I certainly would never do something like that again. Of course, you know, I wouldn't mind being that age again, but I definitely wouldn't act like that again. So this is just heat of the moment, young person, couldn't keep her cool. And that's really what I chalk this up to be. I'm curious to know what you guys think. Was she in the right here? Did she have a just cause? I mean, you could make a case that, you know, she had her stuff back there, but that could have just been an excuse, as far as I know. There was a better way to handle this, in my opinion. But I'm curious to know what you think. Thanks for sticking around for this episode. Let me know what you think in the comments. Drop me a DM if you're not comfortable with that. Share this video with others. Hit that like button, and I'll see you on the next one. God bless.
New Kingdom Radio Theater.